Were you guys aware that 47 Ronin is actually a Japanese legend? We're here tonight at Brennan Theaters watching 47 Ronin, one of the last movies of the year, along with a bunch of others that came out, but we chose this one. This movie has Keanu Reeves and some other guys. I don't know their names, and that makes me such a shitty person because I should know their names, but I don't. Main Asian guys in Lost and Last Samurai. He's dope. Go see it. The movie itself has some pacing issues. When you're watching it, it starts off with a bunch of stuff that gets you excited and it kind of slows down, gives you a bunch of more stuff, slows down, and then it stays slow for the big build-up, and then the big build-up is like hits the fan, stuff's going crazy. It was like an action movie trying to be a drama, and they went to go mash it up, and neither one could decide who was coming out the winner. Not saying the movie was bad, not saying the movie was great. It's different. Different's always good. It does have some good visuals. You're like, I believe I can go there. I believe I can see and feel and all that other crazy stuff you think when you see stuff, because they did a good job with that. Characters themselves, it's basically Keanu Reeves and this other guy, and that's like it. And along with the love interest, and then the bad guy. But that's like it. There's a bunch of other characters around them, and I'd like to know a little bit more about them. I didn't get that, which is a little unfortunate, but what I did get, I liked. The music itself for this film didn't really stand out. I'm not saying when I watch movies I'm gonna be like, music, but if I'm seeing an epic charge or, you know, some sword fighting, I want something that's gonna correlate with that to bring out emotion and feeling and be like, that's really well done. All in all, I'm gonna give this movie a 7 out of 10. The only reason for that is I like Keanu Reeves. He's kind of like a little guilty pleasure thing. You've seen his movies, you like his movies. It's Keanu Reeves, he's the one. And that's not sarcasm. To see what my guest had to say, let's go ahead and check that out. So what do you guys think of 47 Ronin?
Oh my gosh, dude, mine?
Best movie ever.
That movie
ever.
is insane.
Ever. Keanu Reeves,
holy crap.
way better than
Keanu
Lake House,
Reeves,
right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
I enjoyed it. I mean, it's based off of a true story, apparently, in Japan. My only issue is that because it had the confusion, like you had mentioned earlier, about it trying to be a drama and an action movie at the same time, some of the characters seemed like they were trying to go in different directions. Keanu Reeves' character seemed like he was going more the action route, when one of the other main characters that I won't name, so I don't want to spoil anything, seemed like he was going the drama route, and they'd kind of collided in the middle. So while I liked each individual character, how they function together, I don't think it works really well.
This slaps on Winter's bones. Slaps. You don't even know.
Slaps.
Well, the actual story and the plot, I mean, it's great knowing that it comes from, you know, like lore and actual history. A lot of it's, I think, kind of folklore. It's kind of magical, dragons, things like that. But I enjoyed the story.
You're just like watching the
Check
screen,
it out, seriously.
and this thing's come out of nowhere.
Everywhere. It's like 3D almost,
And then like
but it
people
wasn't.
are like
But
killing
it kind of
them.
was.
So then how did you feel about the characters, like the characters of the film?
Well, I think, like I answered about the plot there, that I think the character is really broken. It's what it's all about. The character, it's a character-driven story because everything about it is about what happens to them, what they do in response, and then the consequences of those actions. That is the plot. With the characters not working, it breaks the plot.
You know, I really wish they would have fleshed out some of the characters. The characters, the little parts that you got, I think you liked. But at the same time, I don't feel like it truly got into the real core of the characters. And the story is so epic that you really want to feel what the characters are feeling. And I felt like they wanted to have that emotion and that impact, but without that character development with it, it just kind of fell a little flat.
There's
You never know.
swords?
Yeah.
There's swords?
Remember the hatchet?
Holy crap.
And the princess?
I was like,
Mario and Luigi made it good too.
And then how do you feel about like graphics, you know, design, just like the overall like look?
I think the landscapes are gorgeous. I mean, they take you to places that you're like, I wish I could walk through there. That looks really cool. But I don't think the special effects are amazing. They were horrible. It wasn't like, oh my god, that's so cheap, I could do that on my computer. I couldn't. But I did notice some cracks in the veneer, so to say. It definitely had some issues. Certain special effects will happen and they'll go, that kind of looks like 10 years ago, but it doesn't break immersion too badly.
Well, the special effects were decent. I don't think they were over the top necessarily. Some of the cinematography was nice. I mean, the vistas and the things. I thought there was a couple scenes I thought that they did a really nice job with kind of like the pagodas and the things in the background that I made you feel like you were there. But again, I think seeing from the trailers and the commercials, you kind of got most of what they were, all about with that.
We love Asians.
Yeah.
But seriously though, one part, wow.
Yeah,
I
that
couldn't
one
believe
part.
it. It was so sick.
Wait for the
Yeah,
ending.
wait for it.
It's so dope. He
So
died.
tight. I loved it.
And then on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give this?
I give it a 6, which is sad because I really wanted to like it. I give it a 6, and in my opinion, what a 6 is rented. I think it's worth a watch, but I definitely think it lost something. I don't think it was anywhere near as good as it could have been. The story is amazing. I don't believe it's been done before, and they could have taken it and made a really, really good drama movie out of it. Or if they really wanted to just be shallow about it, they could have made a really awesome action movie about it too. But the amalgamation of the two just did not work.
I'm gonna give it a 7. It didn't have really the identity that it really wanted to. Without a lot of the grit, I think it lacks some of the emotion. And so I think that it felt like it was kind of conflicted between an action, martial arts movie and an epic drama. And I think they tried to mix the two, and I think it kind of fell short.
Rating out of 10?
50 times 2.
Times 2.
Go on ahead and, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, like it, leave some comments. I'm curious to know what your favorite Keanu Reeves movie is. Just shoot that down there. I'd like to know, maybe there's one out there I haven't seen of Keanu. Other than that, we will let you know before you go at Brennan Theaters.